We're back. We have another person on the panel that decided to read their messages. There you
Hello.
go, Mud.
Hello.
So you're a fan of Stargate, I hear?
I am. I'm almost a born again Stargate turf, if that's the right term. See, I missed Stargate the first time round. I at that stage of my life, I was working in the mines, and we had, you know, this is pre-internet days, so if it wasn't on the
Mhm.
regional TV, you just didn't see it. And so I went through the entire Stargate era without seeing any Stargate, really. So it's always been something I'm aware of, but never actually had time to sit down and consume. So this is a brand new experience for me. So I'm actually really excited.
That's awesome, man. Well, we're about halfway through the first episode. Sharray has just been captured, and Daniel has just come back from Abydos with Jack, and yeah, they're going through that sort of stuff. So, what we'll do is we'll play it, do a little bit of a pause here and there. It's not going to be a complete watch through because there are some sections we're going to skip to, and any random bits of information that we have about it or things that we liked or disliked. Talk about, like, I think we spent the first 15 minutes ripping on the very first opening scene.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
And we're like, yes, we do love this series, but we can still criticize something that we love.
did.
Yeah, for sure.
So, do you know, what do you know of the Stargate lore, Mud? What are you aware of?
Oh, I think I picked up a lot by sort of osmosis because I mean, while I
Mhm.
never actually sat down and watched the show, like this is back in the era of like physical magazines. So you go down once a month, you pick up your science fiction magazines and you read all the articles. So I'm picking up a lot of that without actually having seen the show. So I mean, I know broadly speaking how the gates work. I know broadly that there's the race who are impersonating the Egyptian gods and they're the bad guys at this stage. I broadly know who the characters are. Uh, Apart from that, I'm still coming into this cold. So like the stuff I recognize, I recognized it's Christopher Priest, isn't it?
Judge?
Judge, yes. When he first appears in this episode, you go, oh yeah, that's the guy who's the I know him. He joins the team later.
Mm.
So
He's
it's sort of like,
Kratos.
yeah.
Kratos.
Yeah.
So I remember watching this episode and saying, yeah, he turns up and I go, oh yeah, okay, I know that actor, I know that character. So when he, I know his short term character arc. He's the bad guy at the moment, but yeah, I knew he was going to obviously change because he's in the series. Apart from that, I'm very cold on a lot of it.
Are you trying to tell me you haven't finished your 15th full watch through?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I told you he was a virgin.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, I'm not a complete version. I mean, I've had my shirt off.
Yeah,
Had my
nice.
shirt
Nice.
off. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, not much more, but yeah, just the shirt off, and it was cold, so I put it back on again. So. But
Well,
I am
you're going to love this then.
Yeah, I'm 6 episodes in. I'm trying not to get too far ahead because I want to have it all fresh so we can talk about it on here. But
Was
I've
that
got
the
my
crystal
Yeah.
episode that you're up to?
let me check my notes.
Well, if you'd know it if it was a crystal episode.
Number 6.
The Nox.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, the last one I watched was the Orange Sky one.
Yep. Okay. So the enemy within. So the
First
the
Commandment.
form. Yep. Yeah. Carter's Carter's
Next.
former fiance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crazy guy.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest. When me and the missus watched it the other day, she got halfway through. She's like, I don't remember this one. I'm like, yeah,
No.
I remember this one. And I got to the end. I went, I don't remember any of that.
No. So,
Yeah.
I remember the orange sky, but and I can remember the black Canadian guy that's in every sci-fi thing that's there.
Oh, okay. I didn't recognize him. So
Yeah, he's in
Well, that's actually his name as well.
black
Black Canadian
Canadian
guy.
sci-fi guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, sci-fi's his middle name.
Mm-hmm. I think it's his middle too. I don't know if it's hyphened or
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a
I
bit
think it's like-
posh.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right, we'll get
parents,
into it. Sorry, you were saying something?
I was going to say, I think parents let their children down. I mean, every so often they should just slip danger in. It's like, Samuel Danger Smith, and you register it as their name. I mean, I might get teased a bit in school, but, just say, Danger is my middle name. Here's my birth certificate. Deal with
it. Here's my business card. It's legit.
Yeah. But, parents are just so, I don't know.
Parenty.
Yeah. So, all right. We excited?
We are. So we're at the part where it's just as Chowdhury was taken. As I mentioned last episode, Michael Shanks had a lot of power over the script. At this stage,
Did he?
because he couldn't say the word
Oh,
Chowdhury,
that's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and the closest he could get was Charade. So they changed all the pronunciation for everyone to do that.
I mean, that's pretty terrible for an actor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, come on.
The only thing that's required of you is to learn your lines and act them. And he couldn't do 50% of his job.
Yeah. But he made up for it by marrying the chick and having a kid. So
I don't know if they married, but yeah, they definitely
they didn't marry. Okay, well they had a kid then.
Yeah. So there you go. The more you know.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
All right. So yeah, this is the part where Jack takes Daniel home.
Ooh.
You.
Not like that.
Oh yeah.
You want to check out my chopper eye? Yeah.
Because the background of these two characters at this stage is they respect each other, but they're not friends. Is that right?
No. I would say they're friends. They went through a lot on Abydos in the movie.
We'll have to watch the movie with you, Mud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jack, so Jack lied to the military, basically saying that Daniel had died and everything with the gate, so then they wouldn't bring anyone through because he was worried about, Earth going through there and trying to take its resources and everything like that, and enslaving the people. Like they just finally got their freedom.
Yeah.
So yeah, he took a big risk in doing that. But they were close enough that they were able to talk, and like out of the people that are there, Daniel already knows the most about Jack compared to any of the other people on the team because they've been able to talk and they understand. They've got a mutual understanding. Jack doesn't like scientists.
Yeah.
Because they seem to, in his mind, they put the task above people.
Mm-hmm.
And him being a military man with these people, he that was his biggest conflict. That was the reason why he never rose through the ranks.
Oh, okay.
It was because of a lot of internal conflict where not putting the mission first, putting your your people first was always his thing.
Okay. Yeah, because I was wondering about that because earlier in this episode you've got the briefing scene, and we meet Sam for the first time, and he's just almost seems like he's being a dickhead just to be a dickhead. Because not having seen the cinema movie yet, I don't have that backstory.
Right.
Because I got on my notes, it's like, why are they having a dick measuring contest? It's like, just accept her as a new team member.
Yeah.
Well, that's something I think that makes Dr. Captain Carter so interesting as a character overall, in that she straddles that trope, figuratively, between the military and the science trope of them always being at each other's necks, even though in reality they are hand in hand.
Yeah.
I don't know why that trope ever even came into existence, because it's so nonsense.
Yeah. It was confusing me on my first watch through. I'm thinking, why are they arguing? Are they just arguing for the sake of arguing?
Yeah,
she thinks it's because she's a woman.
Yep.
But it's got nothing to do with being a woman. It's the fact that she's a scientist. Because she's just like, okay, I'm trying to figure out why you're so important to the team. You've done some good things, but you haven't seen a lot of action. Then as soon as he finds out that she's a scientist and that's why he's on the team, it's like, oh god damn it, another one. Like,
yeah, okay, that makes more sense now.
I mean, even though all of the things that happened to Daniel throughout the course of the show, I still think Carter's, objectively speaking, the most badass member of the team. Because she is all of those things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So she's oddly not part of that dichotomy. Which, you know, this was a show that is kind of bad for regurgitating that trope, but only for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't had a chance to establish itself. Like at this stage,
Yeah.
Because this first episode, this was written and produced by Showtime.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until season 6 where it went across to Sci-Fi.
Oh, okay.
And that's when you start to see it go a little bit more, I'm going to say cartoonish, but a lot more softer sci-fi versus this is a very sort of, you know, it's a semi-serious tone and everything, like.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Coming up here is one of my favorite bits here where Daniel doesn't understand how alcohol works.
Okay.
And he's a scientist.
Nice catch. Thank you. Gate travel seems to make my allergy.
Mind you, he's effectively shaken that beer.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we sure you want to open it straight away?
as soon as you were gone, they realized they were.
Of course I have. Who said I
Trying
had?
to kick the flower thing.
This is going straight to my head.
See that?
On his first sip.
Straight to my head.
Before his first sip.
Before his first sip, yeah.
Someone's a liar.
So yeah, so what can we defer from this one? Either one, he's a real lightweight and the aroma of alcohol is enough to get him intoxicated, or he's a dirty, rotten liar.
I mean, was he even talking about the alcohol though? Was he? Maybe he meant.
Nah, he's a scientist. What he's done before he went over to Jack's place was take a tampon, soak it in vodka, stick it up his arse, and he's gone around there and he's already smashed because it got into his bloodstream within seconds.
That has to be it. That's the only answer.
Obviously.
Yeah.
It's a slightly complex way of doing it. I mean, you could just
I mean,
you could just drink it. It just depends on how quickly you want to get.
Just smashed a few shots in the car park. You know.
No, officer, I'm not drunk. I just sat on a bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I was watching this for the first time last month, I was actually really surprised because you've got the other girls being shown earlier in the episode, and you've got a lot of the the careful camera angles and the back and shoulders, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, these women are very attractive, and purely for scientific research, I wouldn't mind seeing a bit more. And then I'm thinking, oh, this is a TV movie. It's going to be PG. They're never going to do it. And then this scene came up, and it's like, whoa, hello everyone.
All right.
I didn't see it coming, and it's like, whoa. And then I'm reaching for the pause button and the zoom and enhance, and didn't know what to do.
I watched this episode with my grandparents when I was in year 7.
Nice.
All right, so this is the deleted scene from everything else but the original, which is why you got to have physical media people.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Yeah. Sheldy's introduction to the Goa'uld. I mean, maybe he's wearing a big golden flail thing. Maybe that should have given it away.
Maybe he just likes to be fabulous.
Maybe.
That's right.
I sort of wonder where I suppose you could wear it to parties, and you can't wear it out to the shops. It's a bit,
That's the thing. You always see them in that.
Yeah.
So must be cold on that table.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
Filmed during the winter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just, it's gross.
So do you have any idea what's going on here, Mud?
I sort of picked up. It's the parasite relationship. So it's actually the creepy thingy in charge.
Yeah, that's the Goa'uld.
Yeah. But this bit disturbed me a bit. So I mean, like I'm there and I'm thinking, whoa, full frontal nudity, awesome, and then this starts and it's like, okay,
You're like, oh,
this is
pre-lubed as well.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
because they roll her over now, don't they?
Yeah.
And it's I mean, you don't see anything, but it's just mentally disturbing what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually found this part of the scene uncomfortable. So she died, the other host?
You might find out later on.
Okay.
Don't remember.
Here we go.
But the other thing I liked about this sequence is, I mean, okay, because you know who the actor is, you know his character arc. But why am I blanking on his name?
Teal'c.
Yeah, Teal'c. Yeah, Teal'c's standing there, and he's doing that Teal'c thing where he's just, emoting with his face. Or
Yeah.
Indeed.
yeah. So he's not a man of many words, but you're just watching him standing there and observing this scene, and you can just tell he's really torn up morally on what's going on.
Yeah, it's incredible the amount of emotion a single eyebrow can convey.
Yeah.
All right. So what we were saying last week, Mud, is that they only had 20 minutes to film all the shots of Cheyenne Mountain and everything, and they were all filmed at once because it was a highly restricted area, and
Okay.
they were rushed off the set because of some reason, and they never were able to go back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You sort of picked up that, like, whenever they cut to this scene, it's like, this looks familiar. Is this the same scene?
Yeah. They do color grades.
Yep.
It was all shot during the day, but sometimes they'll add a night filter to it and they'll add other stuff to it.
Yeah.
There's one particular long shot from a very slightly different angle to this one that you see over and over again.
Yeah, you sort of see is it the guy walking on the roof of the building or something?
Oh, the
Does
guy
that sound
running.
familiar? Yeah. But like even the limited amount of stuff I've watched so far, I'm sort of thinking, oh yeah, this is the outside shot. It's the same one. Yeah. Learn to love it.
Daniel wants to go with them. Colonel agrees, and this is mainly just a segue for them to know that his mate woke up. I like this bit.
Freddy's conscious, sir.
Bam. Doesn't even say this bit, just straight out.
Yeah.
Things like that when I say about like the way Jack is to his men versus how he is to the military complex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freddy.
Look how thick that laptop is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need something from you.
He's trying to say, he's like, can't believe you put Windows Vista on this.
Yeah, they probably didn't even have Windows 98 at this point, did they? No, they wouldn't have done.
I wouldn't have. When it was filmed, they're still using 95, probably 95 SE or...
Yeah.
Jesus.
So this is
Proper
before
old
the
school.
bloody paperclip thing.
Yeah.
When did that Windows paperclip?
No,
Started
that was
98?
97, I think.
Yeah, they have him in the corner of the screen and goes, "Oh, it looked like you're trying to build a Stargate." Shut up.
Colonel, I'd like to remind you that
You're trying to defeat an intergalactic empire.
That's funny.
Do you need help with formatting this? Here, let's rearrange this in a better order. Like, no, go away. He would read what you do and then give you suggestions. So we've had AI for years. See?
True.
Yeah.
The character in blue, that guy.
Yep,
Yeah.
he's that guy.
Yeah, he glanced behind when he said, "Oh yeah, SG2 will wait for you." What?
It's like fucking nah,
It's,
mate.
Yeah.
Daniels, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad you're staying behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that snipe.
Yeah. Well, it's it's an officer versus a soldier in that aspect. A guy who
Yeah.
hasn't really seen any sort of military experience, but just
Mm.
risen through the ranks.
Yeah, so he's a non-combat military dude. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I think these little vehicles, these little,
Fred.
I like the idea that they've recognised that you can't show all this gear unless you show them being carried.
Yep.
So it's just the simple fact they had these little vehicles with them, little cargo carriers. I think the effects really hold up on this.
Yeah.
I would say generally they do, yeah.
So I mean,
This
I remember
this isn't something like Babylon 5 where the effects are so like god awful. They're very well placed. Is the easiest way to describe it. And like you can tell they're CGI, but it's very well placed.
I remember it's like, like I said, I'm watching a lot of this stuff for the very first time. And like I sat down and watching this episode, and the first time they go through a gate and the gate fires up and it like surges. It's like, wow, that looks great. Yeah, because I was like half expecting, so like, I mean, this is 30 years old now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I was
the movie's 31 years old, so
yeah, I was really impressed about how well they've aged. I mean, I still think this looks great.
you
Like,
wait until you see the actual movie. I love the effects of that, how they do that, because 90% of it's practical.
but even like time tunnel sequence where they're actually traveling,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it gives the impression that what's happening is actually quite painful.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they talk about it early in the episode. They're saying, "Oh, it's like being a 9G pullout in freezing cold water." But just the visual style of this and that little slightly uncomfortable sound effect, it looks painful.
And that's used in the movie as well. It's the same footage.
I'm pretty sure Sliders ripped it off as well.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Babylon 5 was kind of weird for the fact that they had the foresight to shoot everything in 16:9, but they didn't frame everything in 16:9.
No, they framed everything still in 4:3 because they knew
Still
that's
in
where it was
4:3.
going to go. Yeah, but they
Okay.
knew that
So-
16:9 was going to come because originally they wanted to shoot it in CinemaScope. Straczynski couldn't get the funding for it.
So there's shots where you'll just see like random pieces of studio equipment just in the background because
Oh,
they
God.
never thought of moving it.
Huh.
And yeah, because so many of the effects of this show are practical, that lasts. But almost too much of Babylon 5 was CG, and it just wasn't up to scratch at the time.
Yeah, and I mean,
Yeah.
it was groundbreaking for the time. Like it was, while
Yeah.
DS9 was doing miniatures and everything like that, they were doing full rendered star battles. And for something of the time on the TV and the budget, it's insane. I still hope they do a remaster of it because I'd love to see that because the story holds up.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Surprised Daniel's glasses stayed on because he got chucked.
like the frost. They put frost on everyone.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Did they do that all through the series? Because it's
Nope.
something that I didn't remember always happening. Yeah.
No, they completely abandoned that pretty much straight away.
I think as well they don't quite show them coming through the gate in a lot of episodes.
Yeah, well,
It's
I
like-
mean, once
it's like,
they
we're
show them
here.
at least once. That's
Yeah.
what I think they had a mandate where if there's a gate thing, they have to show them at least once.
Yeah, because I thought it might be just like, okay, well, we're already through the gate, so the frost has melted, so that's why we're not showing the frost effect. But
Well, it also shows how creative the production team were as well, for the fact that when the gate is active, a lot of the time all you're seeing are like reflected lights. It gives you the impression that the gate is active without them actually having to spend even more money on
Yep.
CG.
Unlike the first
Yeah.
episode where the gate shuts down and then they turn around and it's open
Yep.
again.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're like, guess what, folks? We just couldn't afford it for that 3-second clip, so we'll just skip over it.
I sort of love-hate that. I mean, he's cutting to the point, but he's also being rude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, all he really needs to know is like, can you do it? Yes, no.
Sound about right, Kowalski?
Yeah,
he's got-
he's not a man of scientific what do you call it process. It's just like,
I,
can you get it done? Good, do it.
I've worked with people in the past that are like that, whether they be managers or like directors. Like particularly on film sets, I've had one particular director was like, "Can we do this? Yes or no?" And then we'd start explaining because I mainly worked in the editing department, right? I was a video editor. I'd quite often have to liaise with the camera teams, the lighting teams, the special effects teams, in order to make sure that they know the kind of footage that we needed to get in order to get the final shot. So he'd say, "Can we get this? Yes or no?" I was like, "Well, it's not as simple as that. If we just explain the process a little bit, we can give you the options of what can be done."
That must have been a pain in the ass to work with.
It's a fucking total pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's that high-level manager things. Like, they don't. They just want the summary and the answer.
Yeah, so it's also it's the same trope that you see in TV series and in movies. On Star Trek, they say, "How long is it going to take to fix the generator?" And they said it's going to take 4 hours, and they say, "Get it done in 2."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And
at
you're like,
least with Scotty, right? He in the Next Generation episode where he makes an appearance, he says, "Well, I always used to overshoot it,
Yeah.
the estimation, so that I could say, yeah, I got it in 2, because it's a 3-hour job.
Yeah.
Well, I quoted 4 hours, you know. It's perfect.
It's brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that very dismissive acceptance by Jack there. So,
Yeah. It's like, yeah, whatever.
yeah, we can be that. Like, I mean, even watching it for the first time, I'm thinking, no, don't say that. You don't know what it is.
The guy, that old fella that does the acting in that, he didn't really do any acting after this. He did one other role and then just didn't do anything. Yeah, it wasn't really explained if these are potential like hosts.
They think we're gods.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're gods. Now
I
what?
like how it's a little bit of foreshadowing here, showing how easy it is for people to believe that you're a god and treat you as such. For that other episode,
Oh, okay, yeah.
you can see why someone would like, yeah, you're a god. We're going to treat you just because you come through a giant hole.
That's a great point. Especially considering the what comes in episode 5.
And
Yeah.
because a lot of those,
Which one's
a
episode
lot of the smaller SG teams, but stuff like SG9 and 10 and 13, all these other ones, they do 6-7 month tours. Some of them are just geologists. They'll have like one military guy and a bunch of geologists on there.
Yeah. And
So-
sometimes cannon fodder.
Yeah, is they're on planets that have already been explored. Either SG1 or SG2 have been the ones that have done the exploring to it. I mean, that changes later on. I like that. You see here, they've been here for what, maybe an hour, 2 hours. They're already treated like that. Now imagine being in a place for 6-7 months at a time, and you're like, all right, now it's time for us to go back. And you're like, all right, I've got to go back to my 1-bedroom apartment. I'm treated like shit. They're not even the top 10 SG teams, you know?
Yeah, because he just casual acceptance. It's like saying, hey, you look nice today. Oh, thanks. Yeah, he's not even questioning it. He's not even blowing the implications. Okay, yeah, well, that's if it moves the conversation forward. Yeah, fine, I'll do that.
Yeah, but then by the end of it, it's his whole personality. It's his.
Yeah, so like the SG9 guy from the future episode. Yeah,
That's why I like this scene, because
yeah,
they're just so willing to accept. Yeah, just so they can get their mission forward, and not realizing the ramifications of going, all right, well, yeah, you are a god. So then the next time someone else comes through, they're going to go, well, you're a god because we met the other gods that were here.
yeah. And it compares to the way Daniel's looking at problems. Yeah, he's saying, well, no, hang on a minute. Whereas like Jack's going, yeah, okay, fine, whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
he went through it on Abydos,
Yes, yeah.
you know.
What did Carter do then? She just give up.
Yeah, of course. You gotta understand. You gotta understand one thing about Carter. Her arc hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
So those who have watched it for a while, when they go back and watch the earlier Carter, you're like, I don't like this Carter. This doesn't seem like Carter.
Mm-hmm.
You see Daniel get thrown against the wall, obviously, and you see Jack getting hit from behind, and then it cuts back to Earth.
Yeah.
Carter's like, yeah, okay, fine.
Yep, they're knackered. Let's see what Hammond's up to.
Yes, sir. But we couldn't.
Words mean nothing.
I like that.
Excuse me.
But the question that I have for you is do you think that what came first, the Egyptian Ra or someone claiming to be Ra? Because it's the one thing that they never fully
Yeah.
delve into or explain, and I kind of like that because we don't know if we get our mythology from them or they stole the mythology.
Daniel's sort of suggesting they stole the mythology. Did they invent the mythology and then tell the humans? So they never actually resolved that.
No, which is cool. I
Okay.
like that. I like that idea.
It probably makes more sense that the mythologies were originally folk stories that may have been based on humans. And then when these various alien species arrive who have technology that is indistinguishable from magic, they then became godlike and embodiments of those stories. But yeah, I don't think they ever actually clarify it, do they?
No, not from my knowledge, and not even in any of the subsequent stuff either. So
Yeah.
But it brings you back to that point you made earlier about Jack just saying, "Yeah, sure, I'm a god."
that's what I mean. That's literally what got me thinking about it when I was just
Yeah.
when I was saying I was just like, oh, I wonder if that's how it is. Like when people came when the gold first came through Stargate, did someone go, "Oh my god, you're a god," and they went, yes. Give me your women and wheat. Or your
For some
wheat.
reason, it just brings to mind that line from Avengers where they're in the plane and they're going after Loki and Thor. Black Widow, I think, that was explaining, oh, these guys are practically like gods. And Captain America's like, there's only one god, ma'am. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't dress like that.
I mean, he's literally seen two gods in front of him.
Yeah, and he's like, nah, pretenders.
But he's no longer really just Captain America, so they had to get rid of that.
Yeah.
You think about it, it's all Daniel's fault. If he hadn't left his wife behind, she wouldn't have got picked. If he didn't carry on like this, the brother wouldn't have got taken.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's all his fault.
Yeah.
God damn it, Daniel.
Yeah.
And
That's it.
without giving anything else away, yeah, it's not the last time it's Daniel's fault that really bad things happen to the people of Abydos.
God.
Yeah, only happens about 20 episodes of every 24 episode run.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Give or take.
Yeah.
But
So
that-
do you
that
think
little-
do you think that they picked him because of his skin color? Do you think there was a race thing? Because they're going to go, well, we're going to be out in the sun a bit, and he's got better melanin. So
It's the hair.
Yeah.
yeah,
think it's
and it's
the
just
hair.
like this guy. We saw this guy sneezing 3 times. I don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he wears glasses. He's obviously got dodgy eyes,
Yeah.
allergies. Yeah. Probably sprain his ankle when he runs. So like that glance, yeah, because Daniel's asked the question, does anything survive? And no one's answering him because it's effectively a rhetorical question. And then Teal'c just like glances over and that little half head shake.
He's like, nah, bitch.
Yeah. But yeah, it's that whole, I mean, like,
it's more of a. Mm-mm.
Okay, I read it as like, he's because he's on the turning point of rebelling. Yeah, 'cause he's clearly not happy with what his job in life, and it's just that little like, don't do it. Yeah. So I like the body language and the unspoken stuff in this scene.
Also, those
All
Jafar
because. Yeah. All of this simply because he saw that he had a watch on.
Yeah.
And he saw Daniel draw a little picture in the sand.
Yeah. So
This guy must believe anything.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you showed him an Apple Watch? He would have just killed everyone there and then.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like, bro, here's an iPhone 16 Pro Max. You can call anyone in the world, dude. He's like, holy shit, this guy's a real god. Like, nah, it was pretty expensive.
Mind you, there's still bodies there. I mean, it's I mean, like those guards are incredibly bad shots because I mean, none of them hit the guys with weapons. But there's still all There's still all these, you know,
Stargate troopers.
yeah,
Mhm.
dead civilians lying there.
Now, wouldn't you think that they should just go grab some more weapons?
That's literally what I was just about to say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
grab a couple. So stupid.
So, ready? I'll turn it up here. Listen to what Teal'c says.
To the Stargate.
What did he call it?
Stargate.
He said the thing.
Well, he said
Oh,
Stargate,
that's wrong.
but they don't know what the Stargate is. An Earth term. Everywhere,
Yep.
everyone else calls it the Chopper Eye. He's never heard anyone refer to
Oh.
it as a Stargate before. So yeah, it was just another little continuity error.
Ah.
Mm.
It doesn't matter. Probably about 2 or 3 years' time, I'm just gonna use an AI to replace every single member of the cast with Nicolas Cage. It doesn't matter. I'll fix all of the continuity errors as well.
Nice.
So, isn't this the first appearance not only of the transport rings, but also of the first non-pyramid shaped ship?
Yes, correct.
Of course, how the rings work is also inconsistent as time goes on.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
That looks like a Romulan warbird.
I was
just saying,
thinking that.
It does, yeah.
God, who's in charge? He's the one doing a lot of the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Needs
Yeah.
to delegate.
Well, like I said for the first part as well, like, why would he just go through a Stargate when he could just send a small army through?
Oh, the intro. Oh. And also, he's very gutsy being the first person to go through a gate.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go, and there's Jack's boyfriend.
It's a little cliched, the whole like, oh, we're about to be defeated, and suddenly the other team turn up. But I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many are there?
Yeah, well, I mean that's
Maybe more. They're headed back.
that's Americanized, espionage sort of style.
Yeah.
I think it's just like, oh, the bad guys are gonna win. Oh, here comes the good guys with far superior automatic weapons.
Yeah.
And yeah, we saved the day.
Yeah, they've got
Sometimes
spaceships and
Yeah,
laser weapons, and we've got
a
you know,
cold.
an MP5.
Yeah. I thought it was a bit more after that. That it just ends with him. It's like, yep, I'm a host now.
You thought it was a bit
Yeah.
after the end?
I thought it was. I was trying to remember. I thought it was a bit more just chatty stuff. I forgot they end right on the reveal that he's now a host.
Yeah. So what do you give your overall thoughts on the episode? What you liked, what you didn't like, little things that you noticed. So we'll start with Jay.
I think it was a good episode. Good little introduction to it if you hadn't seen the movie. I mean, yeah, you can pick it apart, as you said, but it's still a good episode.
I agree. I think it's definitely the best episode in the season so far.
It's a set a high
What about-
bar.
What about you, Mud, as our resident new person?
I took notes because I watched this about 5 or 6 weeks ago, so I thought, well, I'll take some notes. I remember thinking, okay, it's a TV movie, so it's not quite an episode, it's not quite a cinema. So you've definitely got that. It's just that little TV movie vibe and the way they just pace things. So I mean, there's definitely that, and there's bits that are a bit cheesy, but I really enjoyed it, especially the second viewing. 'Cause I mean, I'm picking up more context. Yeah, and I've got you guys to explain things for me, so I'm picking up more context. I really enjoyed that episode. It's clearly they obviously set it up to explain what's happened since the movie. So there's a lot of like saying, oh yeah, this is this character from the movie, and this is what's happening. So there's all that backstory
They
explaining
did that.
everything.
They did that so
Yeah.
you don't need to see the movie. You don't.
Yeah.
Everything gets explained. There are
Yeah.
still a lot of people who will watch it who've never watched the movie because they
Yeah.
think it's not a part of the same timeline.
But it's still like, for people who have seen the movie, it's explaining. Yeah, it's tying everything up. Because a lot of most of these characters from the movie don't carry on as regulars in the series. Is that right?
Well, there's only 4 of the regulars, which is the main
Yeah.
cast. Well,
Yeah.
okay, so you got the main cast, and then you got your 3 or 4 regulars, which is your main base people that are
Yeah.
in almost every episode.
Yeah, it's like the general, the medical officer becomes a semi-regular, I think, later.
Yeah, the Walter.
Yeah, but so yeah, if you come in and like you're a massive movie fan, you go, oh, they're rebooting Stargate. Let's sit down and watch it. It basically says, here's the handover. Yeah, here's the characters you know, and their story is finished. Yeah, they've gone off. I thought it was really good. I was really impressed with this one.
Yep.
And Abe, on your 19th viewing of it, what do you think?
Yeah. It's great. As far as, I suppose you'd say, as far as pilots go, probably almost certainly one of the better ones that's out there.
Yeah.
You know, because
it definitely sets the stakes for the series. It gives a clear objective.
Yeah.
You know who the good, the bad guys are, how to identify them. They hit all the marks for what you need to.
Yeah, and as Mudcrab said, if you've seen the original film, it sort of complements that and carries it on, and just sort of makes the whole lore of it even better. And if you haven't, it doesn't really matter. You don't really need to.
Yeah, for me, I think it sets the standard for pilots, and I think having a pilot that is a 2-episode or a TV movie is always the better way of going. But I don't have a lot of faith in audiences to stick around for a full movie. I think because the previous movie was in cinemas and then this one is on TV, having sequels go down to TV or just to video was a relatively normal thing. So I think it was smart for them to actually do a TV movie, because a lot of people will be like, okay, this is just Stargate 2. And then you're like, oh, actually, this is a series? This is cool. Because I just thought it was just a B movie to begin with. I thought, okay, so it's not the same one. And then it was just like, oh, okay, cool. And then after we watched it, it showed the trailer for next week. I'm like, this is a TV series?
And I think in hindsight as well, because making a TV series from a movie was a relatively common thing back in the 80s. Stuff like Blue Thunder, for example. They made Blue Thunder TV series after the movie, and stuff like that. A lot of the times, the TV series were like minuscule budget relative to the rest of the show, and it's just they didn't commit fully to try and tell more stories. It's just like, okay, we've got the name, and now we're going to just sit in an office because we don't have budgets. And they just died after half a season and stuff like that. Yeah, this commits. It's like, right, we're going to tell this. We're going to keep telling Stargate stories. Yeah, like I said, I really like this.
Yeah, well, I mean, it had a lot to do with small but avid fan base. It was a very niche fan base. After the first season, it was those small fans that got the word out to everyone, because it wasn't very big. They were actually facing relaxing after, I think it was halfway through season 2.
Jesus.
That's our recap, and I guess they're behind the gate in the gate. We'll figure. We're brainstorming a name, so we'll figure out whatever it is will be the title of this video.
Yeah. All up in that gate hole.
Yep.
Something like that.
Yep. Gaping at the gate, we'll call it. There we go.
Yeah.
Chopper